Here we have two vintage graphic novels by the American Writer and Jazz Critic, Harvey Pekar. American Splendor, and this is American Splendor with more information and more just different comics, pretty much. This is revolving around the movie that came out in the early 2000s, and this is an earlier one. So Harvey Pekar was a writer from Cleveland, Ohio, an American writer from Cleveland, Ohio, and also a jazz critic. He's quite well known in the jazz world as a jazz. He would critique, do album critiques, various critique work within the straight ahead genre of jazz. And I've seen some of his jazz articles within these comics, these graphic novels. These are a mix of just various comics throughout the years. He employs different artists. Harry Crumb is one of the more famous ones. They're black and white, obviously, you can see. Now, the cool thing about this one is, I'm from the Cleveland area, and I was a Harvey Pekar fan. I never met him, but we had mutual friends, and supposedly he came to one of my some jam session that I was at once. That's it. But I used to just read I liked his graphic novels. I actually read these because it just kind of highlighted the mundaneness of life. It's just relatable. You know what I mean? This guy that complains about just waiting in line at the grocery store. I can relate to that. Plus, you like jazz, and I love jazz too. So the cool thing about being from the same area is this: there's certain bookstores that Harvey Pekar would frequent, and he would just sign his books. So I popped in one day, and this was there. It's the regular shelf price. I forget how much it was, $19.99 or whatever, and it was signed. So that was cool. This one is not signed. So collectors and people that like to read books, you never know. Check your near the title page, because you never know if it's signed or not. That was not billed as a signed book. It was just something he popped in with his ballpoint pen and signed it. I love it. So this is the movie that came out. This was what projected Harvey Pekar to fame. He made some famed appearances on the David Letterman show. If you want to get a dose of Harvey Pekar, go to YouTube. Hey, you're on YouTube already. Check out, after this video, David Letterman and Harvey Pekar. He's just this curmudgeonal, disgruntled individual from Cleveland. It's just he kind of embodies the Rust Belt in a very endearing way. I like him a lot. I wish I could have met him, but I didn't get the chance. Anyhow, if you see these in comic stores or out in the wild, pick them up and give them a read, because it's just an interesting take on the mundaneness of life and his perspective of the American experience. These are vintage Harvey Pekar American Splendor graphic novels.